Welcome to the Whole Food Plant-Based Cooking Show. Today I'm going to show you how to make a protein-packed breakfast.
Whole food, plant-based, it's the best thing for our taste. So pull up a chair and grab a plate, 'cause it's the all-free whole food plant-based cooking show.
So what we're making today is sausage and eggs. I know, doesn't sound vegan or plant-based, right? But this, trust me, is a plant-based version and it is delicious. So what I have here is just a package of extra firm tofu, and I prefer to get organic because then it's not GMO and then it's, good clean tofu. I've got an 8-ounce package of mushrooms, 1 medium red onion, 1 red pepper, and about 2 cups of packed spinach. And these are all things that have protein in them. And then there's going to be a second part for the sausage, but we'll just start on the tofu first. So I already have my pan and it's heated, and I put a few tablespoons of water because we're just going to water saute. And I'm going to put in my onions, peppers, and my mushrooms. And I'm going to get those cooking just a little bit. I'm going to let them cook down for about 5 minutes, and then we'll add the tofu. This part's kind of fun. You just get to break it up with your hands. I've already drained it, so we're just going to crumble it up a bit with our hands. A little bit messy, but that's what makes it look like scrambled eggs. And I know it doesn't look like scrambled eggs right now, but in the end, it will look like scrambled eggs and it will have the texture of scrambled eggs. So just get all of this in there. Grab a towel here. Okay. And now we're going to mix in the spices. And I have a teaspoon of smoked paprika, a teaspoon of turmeric, a teaspoon of onion powder, and a half teaspoon of pepper. Just get that all in there. And that's going to give it more of the color of scrambled eggs. As it cooks, it'll just cook more and more of that color into it. Okay. We're also going to add our spinach. And we're just going to let this cook down for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just so all of the liquid is cooked out of it, because there is quite a bit of liquid that comes off of the spinach and the mushrooms. So we will just let this cook, and then we'll start on our sausages. So I already have here a bowl. We're going to need a mixing bowl and a potato masher. And if you don't have a potato masher, you can just squeeze the chickpeas with your hands. We just want them lightly squished. You don't want them super pulverized because then it's too creamy. You still want to have a nice meaty texture. So I have 2 cups of chickpeas, which is about 1.5 cans. Just put that in the bowl. And we're going to smash them a little bit first. Okay, there we go. And now I'm going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste and 1/3 cup of arrowroot powder, or you can use potato starch or tapioca flour. It's about the same thing. It's just going to add some body to it. And then this is 5 tablespoons of vegetable broth, low sodium vegetable broth. And then I have here a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of smoked paprika, and a teaspoon of basil, and a tablespoon of onion powder. We're just going to mix that up gently first. And then the secret ingredient goes in. And this is what's really going to make it taste like sausages. Other than the smoked paprika. Smoked paprika really gives food a meaty flavor, that smoky, meaty flavor. Okay. What I have here is the secret ingredient, and it's fennel seeds. but you don't want to put your fennel seeds in whole because when you bite into it, it's a little bit too much fennel. So what I like to do, I don't have a mortar and pestle, so I just use a measuring cup that's really hard, and I just smash them a little bit onto a plate so that it gets some of it broken up. And you could, I suppose you could put it in a little spice grinder and just gently blitz it, because you don't want it super powdered up either, because then it gives your sausages just an overwhelming fennel taste. It'll just overpower everything else. We just want them a little bit crunched. I'm gonna put them in there. And I already have my oven preheated to 350 because these are going in the oven to be baked. Okay, if you can see that, it's about how it should look. I'm just gonna move these things out of here. And I have a cookie sheet that's already lined with parchment paper, just a half piece, because this is gonna make 8 sausages. So we're just going to grab a bunch, again, a little bit messy, make it into a ball. So make 8 balls. Okay, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna use another piece of parchment paper on the top to squish it down. And this is just, if you use something else like the bottom of a cup, it really just sticks too much. And then you end up pulling half of your ingredients away from the little sausages. You want to keep all that goodness in there, all right? Okay, there we go. Now we're going to stick these in the oven for about 25 minutes. Okay, we're back. The sausages are done. If you can see these, they look so delicious. And if you flip them over, they look even more like sausages. So the eggs are done, and we're just gonna give a little bit of spritz of Bragg's liquid amino acids. And this is a really great tip, is this little spritz bottle, because it really controls how much you put on there. So we're just gonna put a few little light spritzes on there and stir it in. And that's gonna give it just a slight salty taste without adding a ton of sodium. So, oh my goodness, I'm so hungry. This is great. Put a little on there. And for even more protein and some fresh fruit, blackberries and kiwis are some of the fruits that contain the highest amount of protein. So we're going to pair that together with our sausage and egg breakfast. One sausage. Now it's all down to the taste, right? Woohoo! Sausage. Delicious. Some eggs. Fantastic. Whether you're an athlete or if you're just concerned about getting enough protein when you've changed over to a plant-based diet, this is a sure way to pack in some extra protein into your day. So hope you like it. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment below, and I'll see you next time.